Hi Scorpio, this is your October 2025 reading. I am Mystica Venice and welcome back to my channel. I want to start by clearing the energies here. Okay, um, let's get right into it. I want to pull, I hope your October is going well. And that the eclipse energies have been like really transformative for you. Oh, is that just one? I wanted to pull some themes for your month, and I got the mountain. And this is telling you to be, solid like the mountain. Oh, there is two. Oh my goodness. Okay. So be solid like the mountain. It's time to climb mountain because in the mountain you will find the solace that is like self satisfaction in your soul. Like you'll find like the mysteries to life, like find out why it's worth living by climbing the mountain of the big thing that you want to do, the thing that's hard, the big goal that you have. It's time to do this thing because you're going to find yourself when you get to the top, right? And then you also have the sustainer. And so, like, you find this climb up the mountain difficult because you also are this person that, like, sustains and nourishes life for the people around you, your family, um, your community. Uh, like, you're somebody that truly helps people and helps to mold people, shape people like this clay. Like, you give people. You help people like formulate like the ideas that they already have. Like you're helping people like do things with the with what they already have. Like you're teaching people how to like make the best of a bad situation or like how to utilize things. And like this is also like telling you like maybe you should be looking at the things that you have already to climb this mountain. Like so there's a lot of things going on with the sustainer. I feel like, you're somebody that like, yeah, is the provider for your family as well. All right, so let's get right into it. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, Gate, Kali, Persephone, Diana, please be here now to give a Scorpio the messages that they need most for October 2025. Give them their divine messages for their highest good and also protect this space from any negative energies. And only messages for good can come through. Thank you so much. All right. So let's see. What let's talk about it. What card most represents Scorpio at this time? What is Scorpio's position this month in October? Wow. Fast moving energy. Uh, there is some fast, like you are giving a message to somebody, you are sending a message. Normally this comes up when you're receiving messages, but this is coming up in your position. So you are like letting a message be known, or this is like a quick action, some decisive action that you have taken, some quick change in your life. Oh, the Lovers. So you have the Lovers. Like this is a very balanced energy. So this might be some quick action in your relationship zone because it is the Lovers, and that could be this mountain that you're so apprehensive to climb. That could talk about the sustainability in your life, in this partnership. Let's keep going. I don't want to speak too soon. Okay, so what obstacles are crossing? Because you're coming from the Lovers and Eight of Wands, so you've got some quick moving energy in this partnership. Um, Things are moving quickly there. What obstacles are coming up in your life? And ooh, partners again. This came up upside down, and it's just saying that it's like maybe it's like a little bit scary getting into this new partnership. Uh, it's been a long time, or a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. Maybe that's what it is. There's been some delay in this partnership, or it's been a long time coming. Ugh, everybody's been getting this month. Magician, you have the ability to transform, to alchemize like these things in your life to like make this relationship sustainable, right? So the magician has everything they need. They have all of the elements. They have earth, air, fire, water. They have cups, pentacles, wands, swords, and they also have like this halo, this glowing halo of the infinity above them. And they're like pointing to the sky and the ground, as above, so below. So they're like they are able to alchemize, like basically turn this upside down partnership right side up, right? Because you're embodying the Lovers. Like, this is so fast moving. You got a whole stack of cards. Okay, so you got the shadow side, and the shadow side, I believe that's the death card. No, that's the devil card, right? And so you've got like these self-imposed ideas and restrictions of like what you think that partnerships are. This is an obstacle for you. Self-imposed restrictions, like uh, these are things holding you back, like the way you like have acted, the way you no reacted in past relationships. This is like reactions that are like echoing, like an echo of reactions from your past relationships into your current ones, right? But you have the ability to alchemize it. It's not a loss. Like, you are getting tired. You've been resilient. You're getting tired, you know, of like embodying this past mindset where you have to be so strong. Like, you are in a partnership now. You are entering a partnership, are in a partnership, about to be in a partnership. You don't know about this yet. Um, where you're going to be able to put these down. This is the Nine of Wands, so you're going in, you know, to the Ten of Wands, right? You don't you don't always have to be so hard, right? Like, this person in the Rider-Waite tarot deck, this person has like bandages on their head and their arm, and they're like leaning so hard on this staff, this wand, right? And they're like holding the rest of them up. They're like, ah, and the next one after this is like them holding them all on their shoulder, and they're about to put them down because they're getting home. So, like, it is time to put down these past beliefs, these past burdens, these past mindsets, these past like ways, these echoes of reactions that trigger you in relationships that you have now, right? And so you're going on this new adventure. You're going on this new adventure. You've got the Fool here. And, like, this one says, like, take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. You will be happy if you do. It's always wise to look before you leap. It's saying that, like, yes, you can trust this. It's time. You're moving on. Like, what else do you have to lose, right? You want to stay here? Do you want to stay here, right? No. This reading's coming out so tough, love. I have to say, like, before I did this reading, like, I started this reading, and like stopped partway through, and I felt irritating, right? And then I was clearing your cards again, and I was just like feeling very like irritated, right? And I feel like that's your energy. You're like, ah, God, it was so close. This is so irritating, right? But you're gonna start this new journey, and this it's like tells you to take a leap of faith, but also to look before you jump. Like there's never a right time. There's never a right time to do this thing that you want to do, and if you're waiting to for a right time, it will never come. But if you take advantage of this opportunity, and you get the Queen of Wands. There's a couple more in this stack here. Wow. Um, get the Queen of Wands, and like the Queen of Wands is a person of action, a woman of action. She's embodies like the feminine, joyous side, like the fun part of femininity. She's like the hostess. She's the nurturer. She's like action. She's actually quite feisty, but she is the life of the party. She's joyous, and she is like somebody that she's a doer. She makes things happen, and like when people need something, she's always the first one at the ready because she is like prepared and she has enough to share. Like she's in good spirits. She's passionate, like, and then it's saying that, like, yes, you do need to make plans for the future. You take this leap of faith, and it stimulates. You're like, I know I can do this. I know, like, I feel it in my bones, right? Like, it's not like an intuition card, but like this is somebody that's like, yes, I can do that. Mm-hmm. I can do that. Like, yeah, I can always, so it's like you're just like you need to embody that, because like now you're making plans for the future and you're getting the strength card. So like you're making plans for the future, and in this card, like, you know not only do they have the whole world in their hands, but they're packed and ready. They have their cat with them. They're like ready to go. Like you know they're on the move, on the move. And it says you have to have strength. And when I see this card, I love like this cuddly disposition of this particular Leo lion right here. And the fact that they're just like, they are embodying their soft side, and also like they're getting in touch with like the balance of like their courage and their strength, but also like their patience and their like willingness to have compassion for others, like to slow down, like their big courageous heart, and so I'm really loving like this journey. We went far beyond the obstacles here. Like, this is how you're going to achieve your outcome. I'm going to move these down over. All right. So let's get into it. I want to talk about your love situation. Like, let's find out what's going on for Scorpio in love. What's going on for? Let me turn this light on. Let's find out what's going on for Scorpio in love. Can you pop a couple cards for Scorpio in love? Let me see. I need some messages. Oh, okay. Jeez, wow. Okay, so. Oh, let me see here. Okay, so like in love, somebody has a new perspective, whether this is you or somebody else, and they are also taking a leadership role in some traditional spiritual way, like, and this hierophant, the high priest in this card, like he has the keys to the city given to him by the emperor, and he has like great sway over the people. He uses diplomacy. Um, so whether this is you or somebody else, like I see this as like somebody trying to persuade somebody um, to like to see this new perspective in the way that they see it because they feel like this is right. You know, like they're like, I I I believe this. I want to bring this message to people. You know, and then you have success. So this is in love. So like, so this is either you or your partner, right? One of you has a new idea, and and one of you like embodies like traditional spirituality or like traditional ideas, and you have success in like bringing this information to your partner. This is a really strange message, but I'm just going to go ahead and read it because I've never had anything like this. So you or somebody else, they like, have success in bringing this traditional new idea into the relationship. And then, something is illuminated by the moon. Like, maybe, this new, what else can Hierophant mean? Let me get a little inspiration here. Where is it? Tradition, spirituality, guidance, conformity. All right, so yeah, as I was saying, so something gets illuminated, and like, there is a light shined on this shadow. Um, in the shadow, there's a light. So basically, it's like bringing things to light. Something is illuminated, whether like this is new information or just intuition. Normally, the moon card, I would say it's intuition. Pay attention to your dreams. If somebody is trying to like make you like see things from their point of view, make sure that you've done your research and that you also agree with that. Because after the moon, after this secret is illuminated, or you've had this dream or this intuition or you just gut feeling, you get the Ten of Wands upside down in it. So I mean the Ten of Cups, and so the Ten of Cups is like a happy, fulfilled, emotional, like idyllic, emotional. This is like emotional fulfillment at its finest. And when you get upside down, it's saying that like there's like a little bit disharmony in your emotional fulfillment, right? Uh, like there's something from this moon that was illuminated that like it's like feeling a little weird. It's getting a little bit of like a duped energy, and like I just say what I feel in the cards, and like I normally wouldn't do this, but I feel like somebody feels like they were duped, successfully duped by somebody's perspective, and like um but then when they like really thought about it, then they feel differently, and then it creates like a little disharmony in the relationship. And then you have the Emperor and the King of Swords, and these are two people. So the Emperor is really organized. The Emperor like rules his empire, right? These are all coming up in your love. I haven't said that, but so the Empire is very organized. He's very strategic. He's very giving. Like he actually like really really cares for his people and wants to bring balance and order. He But it's all about like being organized and like being empathetic and like ruling fairly, right? That's one person here in this relationship, and the other person here is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, he is like a very litigious man. He's very intelligent, very witty. you know, very good with contracts, legal things, um, good planner as well. Both of these people are very good planners. But sometimes with the swords, like, there can be a little bit of like a coldness or like, they cut through the drama. They cut to the heart of the matter. They're just like, it's a little bit more like cut and dry, like less emotional, less emotional. This person is less emotional, right? Like they're logical. And this person, like the emperor is a little bit more like passionate. Like they're somebody that's heart led, represented by Aries, and they're like a heart led person. So like they rule from their heart, and they, Seven of Sword, they have an Ankh, which is the key of life. You know, they're a little bit more jovial. There's a little bit more. There's like a chalice of knowledge. They're a little bit more mature, also. So yeah, like this person, the Emperor is more mature than the Knight of Swords. The King of Swords. But that's almost like they're almost like a little bit of a know-it-all, right? So I don't know. We have the Lovers so strong here. What is going on with this? Yeah, you're done. You're okay. So yeah, you're coming out of this relationship with fast-moving energy. This is happening quickly, right? Like you don't want it to. You got the Two of Cups upside down, right? And the Magician. You can transform this energy. And then you got the Devil and the Nine of Wands. This is like, self-imposed restrictions. You can let this go. Like, if this is not fun anymore, let it go. Like, move on. Because you've got everything you need. And, like, the Fool, it reminds you to actually, like, you can have fun and you can be abundant in this life, and you can plan for the future. Like, it doesn't always have to look like this. Like, this is not normal, right? It's gonna take a lot of strength because, like, it's hard being on your own. Like, if you like embody, like that's, what you most embody. Like, that's how you want to be in a couple, and like this one is like going away. Be stoic like the mountain. You've been the sustainer. You have the ability to mold your future into whatever you want. You know, like you have the ability because you embody the Lovers. You do. It didn't come out together in your love section. You embody the Lovers. So it's going to go with you wherever you go with whoever you're with, right? Gosh, wow. I don't know how that turned into a love reading, Scorpio, but I am going to pull some more cards. Let's do, I want to actually pull like a healing oracle on that. That was wild. That just like went so intense. I'm going to go with the Sacred Forest. Okay. Sacred Forest, what do you have for Scorpio? Ooh, gratitude. So give gratitude for like the time that you spent with this person and with the lessons that you've learned. And like every relationship that you have, you're in that for a reason. It's not for nothing. It's not, not all is lost. Like every experience you have, like give gratitude for, because it turns you into the person that you're becoming, the person that you'll be in the future, right? It's nice. It's a nice little message. Okay, so let me see here. I am going to move on to your career finances. We're going to skip a couple things, family, friends, but if you want to hear more about that, let me know. I'm going to be doing some energy reads after I finish these monthlies. And if you guys have any ideas for like subjects you would like me to cover or questions you would like me to ask the tarot, that'd be cool. I'll definitely read some of those questions that you guys give me. So yeah. Okay. So please give me messages for Scorpio for their career, work, and finance for October 2025 for their highest good. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, there's too many. Clear and concise messages. What messages do you have for Scorpio? Spirit. What do you have for Scorpio? Oh, that one wanted to pop out. Messages for the career. So, like, if there's somebody that this is Seven of Swords, it's saying to watch out for somebody that's deceptive, or maybe like there was somebody around that was deceptive in the past. It's coming in upside down, so like it's kind of saying like watch out for deception. King of Cups. You're coming in as a King of Cups, and you're somebody that like really loves what you do. You're emotionally attached. Confirmation. You're emotionally attached to your job and your career. Like it really is fulfilling, and like you have like built it up to like become like a kingdom. And you've leveled up in this field, and it just really brings so much self-satisfaction. What else about career for Scorpio? What else we have here? Knight of Wands upside down. So this is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is like, a person of action. They are passionate and like they have like a lot of determination, motivation, follow through. Like it may not always come out as like organized, but they're gonna like push through and like just brute force and determination. So this is coming in upside down, and I think it's telling you to have a little bit more. It's saying like you love this, but you need to have like a little bit more determination, or like maybe it needs a little more fire, right? It needs a little more fire. This is something you love, but you need to bring a little more action, like determination. Plan, like you need to formulate a plan and take actions. Just because you love it, like doesn't mean it's gonna happen for you. You gotta, like you can make stuff in your house all day and never sell any of it because you didn't have enough Knight of Wands, right? So, gosh, so you're getting like if you take this action, like this is the best. This is what you really hope to achieve this, right? It's something you really want, and it's a good sign that this came out. But you also it came up with the Five of Swords in the Tower, so this is something you've been really dreaming of, something you really want, you know. But it's like there's been something that you couldn't see for a while. Something you were missing. Something was missing. You couldn't see it. And, and you love this thing, You really do. But you aren't taking enough action, like new decisive action. Um, and as much as you want this thing, the tower is coming. And the tower comes in, like this is like the Five of Swords. This is like fighting bitterness. It's like coming in to wreck your Ten of Pentacles, and then the tower comes in. The reason the tower comes in, it's not all bad, right? We always think of the tower as like the worst thing, but like the tower, it breaks because the foundation wasn't stable in the first place, right? It wasn't stable, and like it didn't have all of the things that you needed in your career place, or like honestly, with these changing times, sometimes like with our career, like we have this like idyllic career, like we've been enjoying it for years, but now we're getting older, times are changing, there's constant static, right? Like things aren't working the way that they used to work, and like there's not as much work as there used to be, right? There's not as much work as there used to be. And like, your tower's coming crumbling down, and you're gonna like you need to rebuild a more sturdy foundation, or maybe even just like drop the dead weight. Like maybe this tower like needed too much upkeep, right? We don't talk about that with the tower. Maybe it like required, you know, it was too high maintenance, right? It could be that simple. Like maybe we just need less, right? Oh man, there are so many cards in this pile. I don't know if I'm gonna take the rest of these. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune upside down, right? So, like, it's anybody's guess which way it's gonna go. And, like, you've gotta ride the wave. Like, the wheel turns. It. When you get the Wheel of Fortune, this is a lucky card, right? But you don't know which way it's gonna go, right? So it's like you can spin the wheel, and you have to keep intention behind it. But to me, that's what this says. Like the way this spread is reading is that like you had a happy career, that like you are now like needing to find a new way, um, or you know, or even you like started this new thing and it's just not like kind of panning out the way you thought it would. You got a stuck energy with the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna use this Halloween deck. What is that? What's this tower? The Chariot. You're moving on. Yep. Moving on. Like we don't really want to be in this, do we? Right? It's not saying you can't have this back. And tell me about this Wheel of Fortune for. Ooh. So it's time to celebrate. Like maybe it's time to retire. Maybe it's time to retire. Like, have you been thinking of retiring? Like, you've built your empire. This is a little Frankenstein, this emperor. You got the emperor twice, right? You've built your empire. It is time to move on. You've had your fortune. You know, you did it, right? So like, stop trying to hold on to this life that's not there anymore. Like, it's different now. Like, so you built your empire. It's time to celebrate. It's time to move on. You're retiring. For whoever this is for. And, jeez, where were we? Emperor. Twice. You're going. Where are you going? Where are you going, Scorpio? Alright, so anything else that we need to know about... Oh, there's too many. Anything else we need to know about Scorpio's career? Six of Pumpkins. You will always have happy memories of this career that you've loved so much. And you can always make new happy memories. I say go where this Wheel of Fortune is taking you. Gosh, I didn't get to cover all of the points in the reading, but I think I did cover the most important parts. I'm going to go ahead and pull another oracle card for you. I'm going to do a water oracle. All right. Closing out, what's the advice that you have for Scorpio tonight? What's the advice for Scorpio, October 2025? Okay. Cosmic Ocean. Current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. Yes, I told you. Yeah. So, it's time to figure out what your new dreams are. Find out what your new dreams are. Um, where are your new beginnings? Like, what truly makes you feel passionate? What drives you? Like, what are these things? Where do you want to go? Like, it is time to release and celebrate. Have gratitude for this past career, these past financial, whether you're selling a house possibly, or changing careers, retiring. Have gratitude for the lessons and the gifts that you've had. But it's time. Don't hold on. Let the tower go. Let it be released. And yeah, thank you so much, Scorpio. If you made it this far, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I will be doing more energy readings this month. And stay tuned for next month. I hope to see you then. Thank you so much. Bye.